howling, dot, puksakakare, moing, kano, Bangkukuk Taik.
In Bangkukuk, we having the people them, what is native Rama people who live in Bangkokuk for many years. It is a tree what grow, and when they get old, they die. So the semi-year is sprout up back. So that is all. That is we.
So when we talk about history, it's a big history the Rama have in the Caribbean coast, from north to the south, the east to the west.
This mohong, when them come and live that there, them told we that is not for something important. Them said that just to measure the tide. The tide them told we. Them never told we say it's for a big project. Them told we say that is for measure the tide and see how far from here to Managua is. They didn't tell me that. But when we get to find out, it's not for that. It's for something important for the canal. When we get to here, they say it's here what the canal going mash up totally in Bangkokuk. But they never tell me that from before. They come with a lie.
HKND come here and they say that on our develop on a community, on our develop on a territory, in the right way on want it, on our got on a custom, on our have on a history, on our have on a culture, everything. You have better education, you have better help center like Centro Salud, Buena Educación, them say then. That is better education and better health center, and a good thing in the community, developing the community and in the territory. So I told them then, I don't need no money, because we don't live by money. We live by the earth and the water, what Jesus give in our territory, in our country. I don't need no money. I tell them, I don't need no money. For no water, no money, ono could invest it next way, but in this community we don't want the money. So well, for me that project is a describing thing, because when we talk about project, it will describe the land, the water, and all the things what they call flora and fauna, the jungle and the how do I say, the mountain. It will describe everything on the land and in the water, because we live on the natural resource with the water and the land. We as the indigenous people, we plant, we think them like banana, with cassava, with dashin, with rice, with beans, with corn, with cane, the yam, the different thing them. Everything we plant, that we survive, our family and our kids, that's how we survive in we territory and we community.
This Chinese, yara days they me come, they me show a photo, a video, how the canal be. It's like a rio, how the boat can pass, and every different thing. So we want as if the canal affect the area. Because if it affect, well, someone will not agree for it. It is come then. Because it affect from Bangkukuk to Punta Gorda, or from Monkey Point to Punta Gorda. Then say because they may move way and they don't know what they put way, and we don't have no way to go. Is we place it on Bangkukuk, so we can't go nowhere else. So they say they may pay, but I don't know if it's true or a lie. So they might give the people them what stay, then they give money for them go stay somewhere else, but they don't want. They say they rather stay here. So everybody is scared of it. Them is scared. So we want more information to see if it really affect we, yes or no. And if it benefit we, well, it's something good for our child. But if it don't benefit, we don't want it. You see plenty children they here, and them not lose to nowhere, uncle here. And them lose to play ball, bed in the sea, that is them culture had them living. Because sometimes we carry them bluefield, them ball for come back to their home. They want their home is here. Bluefield is not so good. Too much sickness and so they want to be here. Bluefield, everything is money. If we don't get money, we can't eat. The same many people say they don't want to go Bluefield go stay. But here we don't buy nothing. So we get really fresh, we break, we plant in the back, we eat. Tranquilo. Nobody must molest we. You see? But Bluefield now you can't live, so everything you have to work and buy. And if we don't get money, we starve. So here is different. Everything is different here. It's better here then. Everything is easier here.
We like Rama people, we don't live in city. We live amongst the animal and we grow up in the bush. That's why you see some of we here can't talk Spanish because we grow up in the bush. We don't grow up in the town. Here is the root of the Rama language and we have a culture. Here in Bangkokuk, the old people them give the kids them the class of the Rama language. Okay. Now, if that's why you see we fighting against the canal because we know if this thing come now, where we want loss of all we culture, all we language because we want to go live in the city amongst people and then we want all them things they want separate.
So when we're talking about project now, we have to consult in the whole Caribbean coast with all the indigenous people from the north to the south. Consult with them for see what kind of big project coming from another country to this country here. Consult with all the indigenous people them. And not only the indigenous people them are the Caribbean, because like how I mentioned a while ago, there's plenty people in the territory for the indigenous people them. Example like the Creole people them come from Yana, but now them they long time with we on the Caribbean coast here. So we have to say this good when we're talking about big mega projector or small projector, what coming in the territory and in the country. Yes, so when we hear about the law 800 and 840, I investigate the law. What is the law? They say that's the canal law, what coming with a big project.
This law what was made in 2013, 2012, 2013, it was created with one objective, to make the government could make this project without consulting anyone from Nicaragua. He just could take the decision and do it how he want and do what he want in the territory. Use the land, the property where he want to use without have to consult with no one. Them tell us that, well, it's not going to affect anyone, no? Any territory, any communal land. But what we see that it's going to be affected and big because it's going to pass through the land without asking the owner of the land, which is the Rama and Creole, if they can pass or not, and they're not telling us what is the damage they're going to make.
Distinguished members of the forum, distinguished delegates, observers and friends, with great pleasure and honor, I now declare open the 13th session of the Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues.
En cuanto a la consulta previa, a pesar que Nicaragua ha ratificado el convenio 169 de la OIT en 2010, actúa al margen del derecho de consulta previa en materia de impulso de megaproyectos que afectan los pueblos indígenas, sus territorios y sus ecosistemas. En efecto, el actual gobierno viene promoviendo iniciativas de megaproyectos en la costa caribe, tales como el Canal Interoceanico y el hidroeléctrico Tumarín, que apunta a afectar los espacios de vida de los territorios y su medio de subsistencia.
Y estamos de acuerdo cuando hablamos, por ejemplo, del pueblo Rama criollo, no irlas a informar, es ir a tener el consentimiento de discutir con ellos y así ellos sean parte. Porque para los estudios que se han hecho, se han tenido las debidas autorizaciones y están todas las autorizaciones, incluso por escrito, en las instancias que corresponden.
Estamos en el proceso de continuar haciendo ese trabajo de consulta, de continuar trabajando con los territorios, con las comunidades, y creo que se han hecho algunos esfuerzos con la comisión en el caso de Bluefield en algunos otros territorios, pero sí consideramos que sí, vamos a continuar trabajando en eso.
¿La consulta libre previa e informada se ha dado?
No se ha dado. Eso es lo que nosotros esperamos. Nosotros estamos en la espera de esa consulta previa libre e informada. Pero y ahí estamos esperando que el gobierno mande eso primero.
We don't live by the government. Sorry to tell them, but we don't live by the government. We live off this land and the water. That is what we live off. God give us. God give us this land and the water and the different animals from the land and from the ocean to live off. He give us this land and the water is not to destroy it, to protect it and live off it. Because we live off the fish, we live off the streams, we live off many things we live off. That is what we do. When the time comes, we catch the streams and we sell it, catch fish and we sell it. That is what we live off. If that canal come now, all them things will disappear. From the woodland, from the ocean. And then, what we are living off if all them things disappear?
We cannot stop a canal. We cannot stop a canal. What we have to sit down, if was to come, is negotiate. Because we say, no, that will be falta de, sabiduría. You have to think a big project, a government project, we community or we Nicaragua community never stop it. But tocar is negotiate.
There, when I look to analyze it, maybe it could be one example. We line pass here. The government want to pay only for this little piece what he want to use. What about that whole big thing? So there's no one be benefit for we. It want to be benefit for the government and the Chinese people. We want to be the slave. We fight against a big monster. And I feel like that big monster now can't come our way. I feel like we have the last word about this issue of this canal. Because if we say we want it, it could come. But if we say we don't want it, it won't come because the land belongs to the Indian people. You see? And we have the last word.
Pelear contra alguien tiene el poder militar, que tiene el poder político, el poder económico, y pelear así nomás sin nada no es tan fácil. Aquí solamente Dios lo ha amparado y todo para que los chinos no estuvieran aquí. Han venido varias veces a buscar, pero este poquito de gente que está aquí, a pesar de que no todos están de acuerdo, pero se han parado, se han peleado y todo eso, ¿verdad? Si se da, si ese canal se da, sería el final de esta comunidad. Sería el final de esta comunidad. Sería el final de la comunidad y sería una destrucción total. Estamos hablando del medio ambiente, el ecosistema y todo. Pero hay otro problema. Yo no sé si ustedes se dan cuenta de eso. Esta gente, los que están adentro allá, es cierto que no tienen título, pero esta gente están armados. Están armados para... Ellos no son, ya les digo, nosotros somos 5,000, esos son 100,000, 200,000 y todo. Y Ortega tendrá que verlo con ellos. Porque ellos lo han dicho y lo han mandado a decir, mira, aquí ese canal no pasa. Y usted sabe lo que es un pueblo alzado en armas, qué es lo que puede pasar. Entonces por eso que le digo, creo en Dios de que no va a pasar eso. Creo en Dios que no pasa. Están los políticos y todo, pero el campesinado no está de acuerdo con ese canal.
Y aquí estamos presentes para luchar contra la llanura que estamos sufriendo nosotros. ¿Por quién estamos aquí? Por nuestro gobierno que nos tiene aquí.
All of us from the Americas know that we have a long and very dark history of treatment of indigenous peoples and removal of their lands.
What we could do, I said, well, we are fighting to the last. But when I say fighting, it's not with gun, with paper and pencil and mouth. That we are fighting because, how I say, well, the revolution that gonna have many years. So we should not bring back what is the revolution. Everybody try to live in peace and make everybody fight for the one pelota, and I feel like we could win it. I beg to help the national people and international people to come and help us and try help us then. Try put in this case. Don't make we say the word them and we put it next way. Public it over the whole world because that is what we want.
We must live good in our little community. We should glad for we little community. We should glad for we little home what we they in. From time to time we they here. All my kids, them all the next one kids, them get big right here. Then get big, then get grow up. My granddaughter then come here, then grow. My grandson then come and then grow here. Right here we there. So and we see it good, and in me I see it good, in my way I see it good. But I don't know how the next one them see it like. The next one them must see it so good, sometime live good, but by right we not be there for live, so we should live all the time in unity with the next partner them.
Say anything to the government, what would you tell them? What do you want them to know, or what do you want from them?
The President Rama, Daniel.
Yeah.
Well, I would want him, make him know, just leave we alone in peace here in Bangkokuk. Make we live we life like how we want in Bangkokuk. Make him take them Chinese go home. Make them Chinese go home where they come from. Because them not business here. It's who business here, we Rama people them on the coast here, but not Chinese. So make him take them Chinese and put them to them home back. And leave we here in Bangkokuk. No more or less we living nice and good here with we in Bangkokuk here.